Hey, you all. Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from deep in the heart of Texas. More specifically, we are in Parker, Texas, right outside of Dallas, Texas. And more specifically than that, we are here at the Southfork Ranch, the setting for Dallas! Now I admit, is that the theme song for Dallas? Now I'll get this out of the way right off the way. I have never, ever seen an episode of Dallas, but Jen has.
I have!
She's seen quite a few episodes of Dallas.
It was my parents' favorite show, and my dad watched it every day before his nap.
So when we were coming out to Texas, this was, I think, the #1 thing that Jen wanted to do, is to come see the real Southfork Ranch. Now, I know a few things about the show Dallas. Apparently, it's a two families. Correct me when I'm wrong here, Jen.
Yes.
There's two families.
The Ewings and the Barnes.
Ewing and the Barnes. They're oil families, right?
Yes.
They're the rich oil families. They own oil here in the outside skirts of Dallas. There's one guy, his name's JR. He's an evil cowboy. So he's the main bad guy. He's like the main character, right?
Yeah.
And you didn't sound certain. Is he the main character?
I mean, there's no real main character.
So
it's like the whole Ewing family.
Ensemble, the Ewing family, but JR is like the villain, right?
Yes, he's
the villain. And I know that at some point someone shot JR. See, most of my knowledge of Dallas comes from the Who Shot Mr. Burns episode of The Simpsons, which was a parody of Dallas. So I know someone shot JR. JR's a bad guy. He's the head of an oil family. Patrick Duffy is in the show. I know him from Step by Step.
My family was so excited when Step by Step was on.
Because Bobby was back on TV. Yeah. The show ran from the late 70s into the early 90s. It was on for an amazing amount of time. I actually was like, you know what? We're going to this ranch. Jen's a big fan of the show. I'm gonna binge it. I'm gonna binge Dallas. But it was on for like 13, 14 years, and there's like 20-something episodes for each season.
I calculated that's like 325 hours.
Yeah, so lots of big dedication. I simply didn't have time. and it's simply, I don't know if I wanted to watch that much of any TV show. Back then, TV shows were longer. Like, they ran for longer. The seasons were longer. They ran for more years. Now, you know, you binge a show, it's like 9, 10 episodes a season.
Like 8.
Sometimes 8. But back then, yeah, it was just absolutely... those episodes just kept cranking, and I couldn't find. Jen said she had the same problem. Could not find any sort of recap on YouTube or series overview. So
I want to make that my mission.
So yeah,
I don't know if it's going to actually come to fruition.
Okay, we heard it right here.
Oh no.
Jen on the Jenny Penny YouTube channel. Jen will be watching every episode of Dallas and then critiquing every episode.
I was gonna do it by season. Can you imagine, like 325
you're gonna
episodes?
Do it. You're gonna think
like, hello, we're here on episode 197.
Yes, join the Jenny Penny Dallas podcast, which will
oh, it would be a fun podcast.
Soon coming to, I don't know, Spotify or something.
Yeah.
Spotify.
Can we talk about how hot it is here?
It is really hot. I've mentioned this a few times in the last videos. It is. What was the temperature as we came in today?
103 is the high.
It's high of 103. It's a little breezier today, so I'm telling Jen it's actually
it's currently 94 with an excessive heat warning.
Excessive heat warning. So while we're here, this is where the show was filmed, here at the Southfork Ranch. They're giving tours, so we signed up for a tour. We're gonna be headed out here on a tour to see the whole Ewing compound. This was the Ewing's residence, right?
Jock Ewing and Ellie, those are the parents.
Jock and Ellie Ewing.
Yes.
And JR lived here too?
I don't remember. I think the whole family lived here, but that seems weird.
Why a bunch of adults would live in the same...
I think JR and Bobby and the parents both all lived here, and their wives.
Despite being full grown and rich, they all lived in the same house.
Don't quote me on that, but I think that's accurate.
So yeah, if we say something incorrect, leave an angry comment.
Yeah, like, they didn't all live there, you're crazy.
In the comment section. But anyways, let's go experience Dallas.
Ta-da!
Is that the theme song? Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Dallas! Follow us. All right, so we start out here at the visitor center. It says the Ranch Roundup here. Oh, look at this. What?
I'm so excited.
Who are these people?
That is Bobby Ewing.
Oh, this is Bobby. This is
Yeah.
Bobby. That's Patrick Duffy from Step by Step.
That's Sue Ellen, JR's wife.
JR's wife. That's
And that's JR.
JR. Now, is this from the?
cardboard JR for our house?
Is this from the? They look really old here. Is this from the? Then wasn't there a reboot? Is this from the?
Yeah, that's from the reboot, I would think.
I guess. Okay, the 20. It says 2012 right there. So the 2012 reboot. Here we have the cast of Dallas, and there's JR. I know Jen's already diving into the merch here.
I'll take one of each.
This is the we have the J.R. Ewing shirt
it's
there.
his memorial shirt. That's a sad shirt.
Is that when he died in 2013?
Aw.
And was this like a thermos that says "I shot J.R." and it's a big bullet?
I want one.
That's pretty hilarious.
Oh no.
This saddle says, "Howdy, partner. This horse will throw you off because it's a wild one. Please do not attempt to move the saddle or attempt to sit on it." I definitely would have sat on this if there wasn't a sign. See the big steer head there. They are selling some cowboy hats, which look pretty cool. I don't know if I need to add a cowboy hat to my arsenal, but it does look, I think I need an extra large hat. So these are all mediums, and that one's a large, but I do need the extra large hat there. This one's actually an extra large, but I don't know, it still feels a little tight on me. I have a really big head. I don't know if I can really pull that off. I don't know if a cowboy hat necessarily suits me. What do you guys think? Leave a comment in the comment section. All right, she said to go back here for our tour. We have the museum and mansion tour, and look at that.
Magical than I could have ever imagined.
Excited?
Yes. I'm surprised I haven't cried yet. A little teary.
Here's all the chairs. This is Patrick Duffy's chair right there. Here's Larry Hagman's chair. There's JR right there.
And within 5 minutes, there were about 3,000 people there.
Who's JT?
From Step by Step.
Okay, so yeah, he was in Step by Step as well. He was also in Dallas. I don't know, maybe Patrick Duffy and him were friends. Maybe it helped get him the job. Okay, this might help explain everything to me. Here's the Dallas family tree. You've got Jock Ewing and Miss Ellie Ewing.
So those are the parents, like I said.
Those are the parents, and then their kids are Patrick Duffy, Bobby Ewing, J.R. Ewing, and
Gary.
I just noticed something interesting here. So we have there's a code here. So blue means they're married, yellow means they're parent, orange means they shot someone. So looks like Kristen and Sue shot JR. The mystery's finally solved.
Sue Ellen.
And that, what's that?
Sue Ellen.
Sue Ellen did it?
No, I mean it's Sue Ellen.
Sue Ellen, what did I say?
Sue.
Sue? Okay. So Kristen and Sue Ellen shot JR.
It's important.
But Bobby shot Catherine Wentworth. Oh, it looks like they maybe shot each other? Oh, no, okay. Catherine Wentworth shot Patrick Duffy. Oh my gosh, this is getting complicated.
Yeah.
These ladies all shot each other down here. I just noticed this, Randy here. Apparently Brad Pitt was in the show. I had no idea, and his name was Randy. It's literally down here. It shows the different characters and all the different lovers that they've had over the course of the show. Look how many.
He should have married Julie Gray.
Look how many lovers JR has over the course of the series.
And that's why Sue Ellen wanted to shoot him.
She wanted to shoot him. Why? Because he had so many
lovers.
But she is
his wife.
Is his wife? Okay.
Yeah.
How come Bobby only had 7 lovers?
I didn't know Bobby had any other lovers than Pam. So Did Pam die? I don't remember.
Oh, Sue Ellen, she had a lot of lovers too. Look at all those lovers. And here he is, J.R. Ewing, the man the world loves to hate. See him there in his cowboy hat. And there's one of his authentic cowboy hats right there. His autobiography, Hello, Darlin'. Interesting fact, his mother was Mary Margaret, who played Peter Pan, the female Peter Pan. We have a J.R. $10,000 bill right there, autographed by Larry. Here's J.R. covered in bullet holes. It's been turned into virtual Swiss cheese by being shot so many times. Now this is really cool. Like I said, I've never seen the show, but even I know that this is a big deal right here. This is the gun used to shoot JR, the prop gun there. Wow. There he is. He's like in a wheelchair like, hey, who shot me? I don't know. Now here's the in memoriam section for JR. Larry Hagman actually passed away while filming the reboot. See his chair there, and I guess this is his brand of bourbon. Oh, there's a J.R. Ewing doll right there. See the saddles right here, and it says that because of the show Dallas, that it introduced gas grills to America. That apparently the show helped contribute to the popularity of gas grills in this country. Here's some TV Guide excerpts. Now there's Bobby coming out of the shower, and you were telling me that he died on the show.
Yeah.
And then he came out of the shower and is like, hey, I'm still alive. And then it turned out that one of the seasons of Dallas was just a dream.
Yes.
None of it actually happened. But apparently I think it was they killed off Patrick Duffy's character and then realized it was a mistake, so had to basically take back an entire season to make him alive.
And then the reboot, there's a spoof of the
Oh, okay. Oh, so they're back, and no, you're not dreaming, because they're all coming out of the shower. But I did hear there's a very interesting headline over here. It says, when Bobby does his love scenes with Pam, he brings along a frog or a mannequin. Very interesting. Definitely curious on what is in this article. Some things in here. This weird JR hat. We got some Dallas trading cars, and a button that says I shot JR, someone taking accountability for their actions. And then there's a Dallas credit card. Yeah, from what I'm gathering here, it appears that JR, despite being the villain, looks like he may have been the fan favorite, because most of the stuff here is revolves around JR. And now like I said, I've never watched Dallas, but like one thing I think of is like JBL from WWE actually based his character around J.R. Ewing. Oh, our tour's starting. All right, getting ready to embark on our tour. We're being pulled by a tractor. We have a tractor tram here. Yeah, the SF for the Southfork Ranch, and apparently that is the name of the ranch from the show. They actually adopted the name from the show for the real life ranch. They're saying there used to be an oil derrick right here. They attempted to drill for oil on the ranch here. Sadly, there was no oil, and it was a huge financial blow to the person trying to drill for oil.
What we do here on the ranch, that's in around the show Dallas.
The Mare Motel. They have the horses.
And we have a number of really beautiful horses here. On the right here, you'll see 2 llamas.
Oh, llamas back there.
The building just past it here is called Elena. Built some of the 2012 Dallas reboot.
Oh, hey, donkey. Yeah, we got some Texas Longhorns there.
See the man on your left, way over there, so a couple of minutes.
Here we are pulling into the actual mansion here.
As we pull up here to the house, I would ask you to stand your seat until I come to a complete stop.
All right, disembarking the tractor tram and heading in to the Ewing mansion. You know, just first thing I noticed is that it's not really a mansion. It's kind of more house-sized. Hello. They're taking us through the house. Now, apparently most of the filming was not done inside the house. They did use the exteriors, then filmed on a soundstage in California. Oh, there he is. We got JR here. Excited to meet Cardboard JR.
I am. Yeah, we gotta get your picture there. We gotta take a real.
They did, however, decorate the interior here as if it would have looked had the Ewings lived here. Here is Patrick Duffy's bedroom here. Oh, look at that! He's got moose antlers over his bed. He's got a deer gun rack there. She's got a pair of chaps hanging off of. All right, so whose room is this? This is
Lucy. That's Gary's daughter.
Lucy. Gary's. Who's Gary?
He's the third Ewing brother.
Okay.
He didn't really want anything to do with the
So
oil
he's
business.
JR. She's JR's niece. Okay, and she's a very frilly
Look at the bunny
bedroom.
table.
Looks like this room is permanently decorated for Easter. They did actually film a scene from the reboot in this house, and it's actually really interesting because the scene didn't even take place in the house. Apparently Larry Hagman had a wish that his final scene would be shot in this house. So this actually was painted to look like a hotel in Mexico. You can see the door numbers here. We have the other bedrooms here, and then this is where JR was shot.
By me!
You shot JR?
I did.
And this is where he was shot for the second time in the reboot. So this
Yeah,
was
when he really died.
so this was supposed to be a hotel room in Mexico where JR was murdered. You can see the chalk outline there. There's a little blood puddle there.
They didn't outline his cowboy hat.
No, that's just his arms, his legs. They smashed a beautiful pot. You can see the evidence signs there. The bed is all tussled. They even tussled the paintings on the wall.
Even that tiny one back there
that
somehow
one
got
there,
tussled.
It's all askew. So that's actually really fascinating. The one scene that they actually filmed inside the house didn't even take place in the house. It took place in a different country, in Mexico. So they painted it like a hotel in Mexico, and I guess just because Larry Hagman, because he had such an attachment to the show, he wanted his final scene, his death scene, to be filmed here at the Southfork Ranch. I guess we're gonna head upstairs here.
It has a sauna. It has a walk-in shower.
All right, this is JR's bedroom in here. Whoa, man, look how many pillows he has on his bed. I always hate when they have a bunch of pillows on a bed, then you have to like take them all off at night before you can climb into bed or find somewhere to store all the pillows. But I guess JR doesn't care about these sort of things. Also keeps the bottle of champagne there. He said the tour guide said Larry Hagman would drink 4 bottles of champagne a day when he was filming Dallas. So he said this is Sue Ellen. She is JR's wife.
Yep.
He got married after having all those lovers.
No, I mean he was married while having all those
Oh
lovers.
no, JR, why? Let's check out the bathroom in here. A very luxurious bathroom. My goodness. I was about to say, why are there 2 toilets next to each other? But apparently that is a bidet. I am not a fan of bidets. I don't like having water squirted in my butt crack. But anyways, check out this this hot tub in here. That's pretty nice.
It's so pink.
The lounge chair. Got some wine there on the side. Looks like the Ewings lived in style.
That's JR champagne, I think.
Is that the JR champagne? Look in here, we actually got a sauna. The saunas are another thing I don't really understand. Why you just want to sit in a hot room and be hot. There's probably reasons. I just don't know any of them. Check this out. You can actually stay overnight here at the Southfork Ranch, but it's for 2 people. It's $1,978.
When are we doing that?
We'll do that next time. Next time we come to Dallas. step out onto the porch here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, from out here on the porch, you can look across the ranch there. You can see some cattle over that way, and then look down onto the swimming pool. And they said this was the swimming pool that they used in the show. So all the exterior shots were shot here on the Southfork Ranch. She's actually saying that the pool was too small when they were filming, so they tried to do things to make it look bigger. They said that Patrick Duffy would actually tie a rope around his waist and swim in place to make it look like he was swimming in a much larger pool. And here we are out front, in front of the Ewing house. It does look a little bit bigger, more mansion-like here from the front, but yeah, this is the front of the house that would have presumably been featured in many, many episodes. Did they show the front of the house a lot?
They showed in the main title, unless that was they said that another house was used for like the first 5 episodes, so I'm gonna assume it was this house. I know a house was used in the like intro. Yeah, so she did say the first 5 episodes were filmed at a different ranch, but the people didn't want to allow them to film there anymore because the television crew was destroying their home, which I've heard from people that having someone film in your house is absolutely terrible and you should never, ever, ever allow it. But yeah, there is what's the theme song, Jen? Da 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 da.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Come around to the pool here. Now the lady said we could dip our feet in there. Oh, don't get stung by a bee. She said we couldn't swim, but we could stick our foot in. Jen, you left your flip-flop on. Is it nice? Does it feel nice?
Yeah, it's warm.
It is so hot today. I almost want to just jump in.
Fine with I'm like, I just want to.
I don't know, Jen, is it worth it? Maybe just take a dive into the pool.
I want to. Like, we'll get kicked out, but we already saw the tour, so.
We already saw the tour, so it's okay if we get kicked out.
Yeah.
Making footprints there with Dallas pool water.
Yeah.
Okay, and the guide was saying that this is the actual table that would sit out here on the porch. They said that characters would often gather and have discussions here at this very table. So here we are at the Dallas table. What sort of things would they discuss?
You're supposed to like feud, like oil.
I'm sick of you stealing all my oil. I'm gonna shoot you.
I'm gonna shoot you.
No, I'm gonna shoot you first,
oh,
and then
no.
I'm gonna take all the oil.
Oh, but I shot you already because you were still talking.
Oh no.
Thank you again.
Now that I'm dead, what will happen with all my oil?
I'll keep it.
Oh.
I'm gonna make an oil pool.
An oil painting?
I was gonna say oil painting, and then I was like, that doesn't sound right. I'll put it in the pool.
You know, you love oil like so much, just like fill the pool and
yeah.
Jump in there like some sort of twisted Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah, then I would have left.
No one can take my oil in my oil pool.
Then I don't even have anything to add.
All right, time to get back on the tram. We have this covered wagon from Southfork Ranch, but going to be heading in here, Lincolns and Longhorns. There is an automobile from the show in here. Oh, thank you. Oh, wow. Look at this. This is a, I don't know what kind of, okay, it's a Lincoln Continental. And this was driven by Jock Ewing, Jim Davis in the show. It's got a big Texas Longhorn in here. That'll do, cow. That'll do. Come on, cow. Come on, you stubborn old cow. It's not a cow, is it? It's a steer.
I think it's a steer. Maybe that's why it's not moving.
Why?
You offended it.
These horns, they have such long horns here in Texas.
Aren't they usually pointy, or are they normally dull like
I think
that?
they're pointy. They
Yeah.
don't want to make this pointy.
Yes, that's what I was
Pull
thinking.
their eye out.
Oh
Pull
no.
their eye out. Come on, cow. I'm sorry, steer.
Come on, steer.
Oh, and there we have another JR photo op here next to his oil derricks. Here is the Ewing oil office. I guess that's where they would do all their oil business in this little building here. And here you can see the mansion in the background, but we have the Ewing family cemetery. Now, of course, the actors themselves are not buried here, but they have, I guess these are people that that died during the course of the show. That's Jock Ewing. He was the father, the patriarch.
Yep.
And then Eleanor was his wife.
Yep, Ellie.
Ellie, okay.
And they said that JR and Ellie, the actors, were only 9 years apart, so that the dates are fictional, not like...
Yeah, they said that the dates here don't reflect the actual birthdays and deaths of the actors, but the characters rather, because they said that Eleanor was only 7, I think she said 7 or 9, I forget, like maybe 9 years.
I think it was 9.
9 years older than JR, so she couldn't have realistically been his mother. And there we see JR's grave. It says, the only deal he ever lost. He died in 2013, which actually the actor Larry Hagman died the same year. Actually filmed the show knowing that he was kind of declining, and they wrote his decline into the show. So he seems like he really had a genuine fondness for the show. Of course, he requested that his last scene be filmed in the house itself, and they obliged and allowed it to be filmed in there. Look at over here. We have some tiny little ponies. Hey there. Hey there, little Sebastian. Says I'd pet these horses, but it says please do not feed fingers to the horses. You guys wouldn't eat a finger, would you? Would you? Yes, he said yes he would. He would indeed. Hey there, little guys. Aw, they're so cute. So thank you for joining me here today at the Southfork Ranch outside of Dallas, Texas, where Dallas was filmed. And like I said, I'd never seen an episode of Dallas, but you know, it's something that does float in the public consciousness. So in some ways, you feel like you have seen parts of it. You are familiar with things, familiar with the idea of this JR, this evil cowboy, this that he was shot, that it was a mystery. So you know, those things were in the conscious. So learned a lot about the show today. Maybe at some point I will get around to binging it, although I think it's, like I said, there's like 20 something episodes a season, there's like 15 seasons, there's like a reboot, a lot of ground to cover. Shows used to be a lot harder to binge than they are today. One interesting thing I noticed, there was a lot of people from other countries. There was someone from France, there was someone from the Ukraine on the tour today, and I talked with the guide. They said that it is massively popular internationally, that they said the majority of the tours are people from other countries. They said that it is hugely popular in France. So it is, I guess, it's interesting to see something about an American city here in America that people in other countries would enjoy, kind of getting their view of America through the television set. So very fascinating there. So thank you so much. Again, leave a comment. If I got anything wrong, feel free to comment on it. Jen would kind of help me out, as well as the staff here. The staff here is amazing, by the way. Some really passionate people, really passionate about the show and passionate about sharing it. So I had a wonderful experience here at the Southfork Ranch. Of course, if you like these videos, feel free to subscribe. I travel around the country, I film roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, haunted houses, and other fun stuff. If you'd like to help support the channel, consider contributing to Patreon. $3 or more, we get you a postcard once a month from me. Also selling enamel pins in the Etsy shop, doing personalized messages on Cameo. All that information is in the description of this video. It is so hot here in Texas. It is so sweltering. I am melting as I'm speaking to you. But thank you so much for watching this video. And of course, until next time, this one's in the bag.